What happens next?
Who knows?
Master Distiller John Chappelle, what the heck are you even talking about? Here at Still Austin, we do things our own way. So, on John's last trip to France, he was inspired by these giant vats that he saw sitting in the basements in the Cognac region. They were telling him that the natural oxidation, the amount of air left in these giant vats, is what really allowed the Cognac and Armagnacs to mature naturally for such long periods of time. I'm talking 20, 30, even 40 years. So what did we do? We got our own. We got 2 of those things. These bad boys are gonna be used for our highest end blends possible. John's got some really fun, new, exciting projects that he wants to try out, experiment with the vats, see what they can do, see how they change the whiskey, change up the game here in Texas. You guys are gonna hear about it first. We're experimenting, we're trying new things, and we might just have the new key to long aging here in Texas, baby. Now, John's gonna tell you all about it in detail. He's gonna tell you what he's putting in these things, why he's putting them in there, where they are, where they came from. Let's learn.
We're tasting 100% rye that we just dumped in our new vat. So this is a old Armagnac vat that came from France. So 2 of them. One was a vat that got directly pulled out of the cellar, and then one was custom built for us. It was a larger vat, and they broke it down into, these are 50 hectoliter vats. So they could fit about 30 barrels into it. So this is more for, we're trying to elevate all of like our higher end blends. Right now we have 100% rye and we're working on a new high end blend. We want to see how different it really is, you know, as far as like the blending process and what's the differences between it sitting in a tank for 2 weeks versus what's the difference of it could sit in here for 6 months to a year, and all that natural oxidation that's going on and that interaction with that wood. And then also it being, you know, it had Armagnac in these for 30, 40, 50 years. So what interaction does that have in it? So there's a lot of unknowns, and there's like a lot of tests going on right now with it. And that's why right now we just have 100% rye in it. And then eventually we might make a rye whiskey, wheat whiskey blend in these. That could be an LTO in the distillery. So right now it's all just a test. We want it to be where one day the bottled and bond white corn, red corn, blue corn, Tanninger all can live if it actually elevates the product, which we think it's going to, but
Only time will tell.
only time will tell.
Each one of them, so from 121 to 122, that's 8.2 gallons. So there's what, Ryan? There's
98, like 0.5 gallons in there.
and it could hold 1,300 gallons.
So maybe like a weekend's worth of drinking in there.
Yeah, you would think, yeah.
Between the 4 of us,
Maybe a
we can
little
wrap
bit
that
more.
up.
So versus the regular rye, what's going on?
So honestly, right now it's pretty much exactly the same
Yeah.
because we did it's a little bit of a smaller blend, but the idea was try to create something that we have like a reference to, of like, I wanted that to taste like the artist right now. And we have a sample of it, and now we'll taste it, you know, every single month and see like, what is this actually doing to the rye? How different is it? And if it has like, if it's showing promise, then we're gonna, you know, and it's giving us the character and like good qualities and traits that we want in it. That's then gonna show that we can eventually put the Tanninger in it. That would be what? 2025. It'll be like 2027 or 2028 Tanninger.
Do you have any guesses to what it might do to the whiskey?
I'm thinking like, you know, where you're gonna get with the Armagnac, you're gonna get like a lot of dark dried fruit. You're gonna get a lot of like sweetness from that oak, and it's gonna be kind of like, you know, like with any of our finishing casks, like, you know that that's like an Armagnac, you know that's a Cognac or a Madeira. I just want it to have a little bit of those nuances in it, not so much. I don't want it to be like, not that this is overbearing at all, but just a slight little touch to it. But really it's more just the natural oxidation and the blending, like how well can these really marry together? And the longer that anything can marry, really the better.
All right, so what's the process? You guys are gonna get that guy going. You're going to go find the barrels you want to put in it?
Yes. Yeah, so we already have all the 59s picked out that we want. And now I just have to go through like 20 or 25 of the 53s. And this blend was 18 53s and 7 59s, I believe. Close to it. Yeah. So we're gonna probably mimic the same thing. And or we might put older stuff in this. You know, like we might have like that base, and then we might go through 2018 to 2021 stuff of rye. We're kind of just playing around with it as we go.
It's like Christmas.
Oh yeah, maybe Christmas in France.
There you go. What happens next?
Who knows? No, so essentially what happens next, we'll have a sample out of each vat, and then we'll try it for the first month. We'll try it every single week, and we'll just make sure that it's progressing in the right direction, just like how we do with the finishing barrels. For the finishing barrels, we'll almost try them daily for like the first week to see that there's not like faults inside of it. Then after that, we'll try it every single month. And the idea is gonna be to have these sit for about a year in these vats until the wheat whiskey that we produce in 2023 will be 3 years old. And then we'll start working with those ratios, and then we'll add 8 to 10 barrels of wheated whiskey into this. And then it might sit for another 6 months to a year, especially if it's progressing really well. And then that will be our rye wheat whiskey blend. And then after that, we might refill it with the same exact blend, and or we might dedicate one to the tanager at that point. That's really the next step for really the next year. It's just almost monitoring it, monitoring the wheat stock, making sure that that's progressing well, and yeah, and then see what happens. Hopefully we can make a good rye wheat whiskey blend.
Stay tuned.